How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with another episode of Modern Family, another 2 episodes, as we are on episodes 19 and 20 for this season. So yeah, we'll have 2 more weeks to go after these 2 episodes, and then we can move on to season 4. We are blitzing through this show, of course, because we're about to hit 4 seasons and it's like just crazy. But yeah, I guess crazy being very appropriate with the last episode in mind, especially with the, you know, send out the clown, should I say, episode with Cam's old partner. So yeah, and how he wanted the band back together, I guess, in terms of you know, that career of clowning going for them again. So but of course Cam has evolved, got a family of his own, and yeah, that didn't sit well for his friend, did it? So yeah, but I'm looking forward to getting into these 2 episodes. Why don't we get into the first of these 2 episodes then? Episode number 19 of season 3. Let's go.
Yes, we gotta vote! Honey, come on, please stop filming.
I'm just excited. After today, you are going to be a councilwoman, and I am going to be a first husband.
So you say that, it's all doom and it's all doomed, isn't it?
All right, everybody, come on! You know what you're doing.
Sell the most cookies. Damn if Claire didn't walk the neighborhood till she got blisters on her feet and won by 10 boxes.
Wow.
Best part is,
just to prove a
Claire
point.
wasn't even a Girl Scout.
The choice
comparative.
Vote Claire Dunphy for town council.
One of us had a bit of a Dimple Chad situation.
Can you tell me how this machine works again, Chad?
Oh, sure, no problem.
I'm too nervous. I can't do it.
Oh, she got rejected.
Dear Miss Dunphy, we regret to inform you. What? Don't let me hanging.
We're here. We're Claire.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
You know, I'm not sure if that's tracking. Here, let me try one. You don't have to be clairvoyant to know who to vote for.
Hey!
Vote Dunphy for town council.
Hey, you in the yellow jacket. Pick it up and put it in the trash.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh.
New occupation.
Oh, did it.
And now Cam's got that level of power.
Hey, dragon tattoo. No jaywalking.
The gays have the power as they should.
Really awkward picture. Okay.
As awkward as what Phil just said. Oh, no.
What is that? Is that a tooth? Ew, awesome. How old are you? Do it again. How's that even happen?
It's a fake tooth from...
Oh! Got it, thanks.
Really? Really? Really, my guy?
What happened back there?
The line was too long, I couldn't wait. There, I didn't want her to see me.
Who is she?
Her name was Dottie. She's the first woman I dated after my divorce.
You dated a Dory after Didi?
The point is, it ended badly. I slipped out of her house before she woke up and never called her again.
Oh,
Put my pants on in her yard, put the car in neutral, let it roll down the driveway. Lights off. Yeah, I can't talk about this anymore.
So because of this...
Next stop, democracy.
That's Walt.
Please don't go. I won't do that anymore, I promise.
He can't.
Oh, we need to make a quick stop. I gotta pick up my new glasses.
No can do.
Phil's apparently a taxi service.
Waiting, so.
Turns out we had a lot of access to grind.
And a hybrid, so there was virtually no
And a
stopping
hybrid.
us.
Do not see that movie. Neither laugh nor cry.
Not even the best pizza on the street.
Oh my God!
The people on those pictures. Oh, to the gay boyfriend?
Totally.
Oh, how does she not see it?
If I was with somebody that gorgeous, I'd overlook a few quirks too.
First of all, thank you. Second of all,
Oh,
I will
no.
Poor Sandy, I feel so bad for her. It's better than being alone.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not.
I'm calling on behalf of Claire Dunphy for town council. All right. How about this? If you vote for Claire Dunphy, you won't have to pay taxes for the rest of your
My
life.
God!
Vote for Claire.
Luke's really trying to set the IRS onto someone.
Say that. Like she'd be the first politician to make a promise she can't keep.
Maybe I
He's
don't
got
want
a
to talk
point.
to you either.
From the mic.
Okay.
Make sure your cell phone's off.
Oh, cell phone, right.
And you're not chewing gum, are you?
No, I'm not. I just had some temporary dental work done. The last thing I had last week. Oh!
And welcome back to A Matter of Record. I'm Cecil Van Gundy.
Really?
Joining us now.
And I was not getting any satisfaction from City Hall.
What's wrong with Mom? Oh, this isn't good.
Oh, it's bad.
Drunk.
That's not her drunk voice.
And tell us about some of the other issues facing our town. Where do you...
Serious?
Is oxygen serious?
You know what? I lost a ton of time getting your glasses. I'm just going to drop you at home. You can get your air. I can drive other people.
I don't have any more tanks at home.
Why?
Oh
That seems like
my
bad planning.
God.
Well, I forgot to order.
Claire. Here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no. Oh no. I love how this is so weird.
It's so nice to see you.
So you're gonna put it in there, huh?
Oh, yeah, of course. Definitely.
Yes, every vote counts.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
voting.
she's not putting it in, and I'm sure that's
Boy, I'd
sabotage.
sure like to see the sweet side of my vote. Counting.
Why
I
would
don't care
say
if
I'd
you've
do
got
something and not do it?
resentment
That
for
wouldn't make me
him.
a liar. Lucky her.
Dottie.
Goodbye, Jay.
Dottie, please. I'm just trying to get my ballot in the box.
Oh, yeah, that sounds familiar.
But you don't have to
whoa.
do anything. Just let me put it in. Shouldn't have said that.
Hugh Jackman, he sings, he dances, he's dreamy.
Greatest
so
showman.
Obviously, we would want him on our team. But he's straight. Trust me, I know. I said hello to him once in a restaurant, and there was absolutely no chemistry.
Well, if that isn't proof.
3 weeks later, Sandy and Gregory got married.
Hey.
And everyone...
Today to get 50 votes for my wife. I'm not going home with 0. The least you can do is walk right in there and punch a hole for the woman who drags your garbage can up your driveway every Tuesday.
I don't like it. Goes against everything I believe in.
Oh God.
Really? A stop sign?
A
But I'll
stop
do it.
sign.
You're a good kid. And I had
Okay.
a nice...
Mitch and Cam for campaigning for me all day in
And
your little
gossiping.
Clairmobile.
It's the least we could do. Literally.
We probably did more for Hugh Jackman's career than we did for Claire's.
Manny and Gloria. I lost. I lost.
So sorry. But you know what? We are still just so proud of you.
It's that Simpsons meme.
know about
At
you,
least
but,
you tried, and then the
I
cake.
could use a
Yeah.
glass of wine.
I did start trying this year.
I know you did. You did. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
Neither do you.
It's a little bit different.
No, it's exactly the same.
You still tried, Claire.
Except
You both still tried.
really hard. Dear Miss Stumpy, we regret to inform you.
Oh, honey.
Or is she doing
we
the fake
cannot
thing?
offer you admission at this time. You are a promising candidate, and therefore we would like to place you on our wait list. Oh my God, I got waitlisted!
We will take it.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
I may have even saved a life.
You idiot! There's a stop sign. Can't you read?
She needs.
Speed bumps.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Go on, Claire.
honey.
What we need is Cam and Mitch. On their voice thing. I feel like that was always destined to fail for some reason. I mean, to be fair, it does seem a bit. It does seem a bit crude to say, but this episode was destined to fail for a couple of people. I feel. Yeah. There is this whole idea about people getting, celebratory prematurely and all of that. Yeah. And it just doesn't bode well in the end, does it? Because it's like you're jinxing it. You're gonna jinx it, and yeah. It didn't help, of course, that there is going to be a lot of disappointment amongst Claire's family because they feel like they've let her down. And Claire is none the wiser. And I guess ignorance is going to be bliss because they don't want Claire to find out that they've, in their mind, let her down. So, yeah. So it is really, really it's kind of sad, isn't it? Because they did try, but there are certain obstacles that did befall upon people. And there are some cases where people just feel like they didn't try enough. So yeah, I just really I did find the inconveniences really funny though. So yeah, but I did really find there was some really sweet and tender moments, I would say, with especially coming towards the end. So yeah, but at least Claire got us. Like, there are some small positives to take away, of course, with the with the despair that came about with this episode. Claire got a stop sign, so positives. I mean, of course, that was more condescension from Dwayne and than a little like sportsmanship. So yeah. That was more done out of annoyance, and that was more done as a like kind of rub in her face. So that's how I'll take it. But Claire, I mean, the whole thing emanated from a stop sign, and here we are. And Haley's on the wait list, of course. So I was wondering though, because it kind of feels like there are similarities in terms of like everyone's jinxing it. Oh, it's destined to fail. With me, I was thinking, oh, that final letter's going to be the one, isn't it? And it kinda was. I mean, as Phil said, my daughter might be going to college, so might. It's not full on rejection. So but yeah, it was really great stuff though, in terms of how the entire family was trying at least to help Claire out. But even for Claire, there were inconveniences, like the guy that knocked her tooth again. Well, again, in terms of Claire having dental problems, because she got it fixed, and the guy was so careless. He just didn't want to be there. So, but he didn't even say sorry to knocking Claire. Like, he is so careless. So, what a dick. But yeah, Phil was only able to drive Walt because there were a bit of errands. So yeah, and yeah, with it was just really fun to see all of the inconveniences, I guess, kind of have a grip on the family, because that's it. I feel like everyone had their fair share of difficulty. I mean, even Alex, because she couldn't get a handle on things. With Gloria, she was a bit... because that's it, though. Like, she did say, no one can see me, so they can't, tell. And they're gonna hear people... like, the people are gonna hear Gloria just absolutely go off on her, on them. So, yeah. And it might become a bit intimidating, because we know that Gloria can sound hot-headed, but it's like Claire, I guess, because everyone assumed that she was drunk when she was speaking. So, rather than, yeah. So, it was really funny though, because, like, I feel like with Phil and Haley, the people that, do stay who do live with Claire, like, everyone's like, is she drunk? No, that's not a drunk voice. They know. But we know as well. So, and she and she doesn't sound like that. So yeah. It was just so. I found Jay's story to be very amusing as well. Although that person that he slept with, as well, Dottie. Yeah, she was I mean, of course she's gonna be bitter about things, and it's going to be awkward, isn't it, for Jay, in terms of seeing the ex. Yeah, that's gonna be yeah, but we don't know. I mean, I'm sure she did put the vote in the ballot box, but still, if she didn't, then that is yeah, that is concerning. Just like if you somehow voted in pencil, there is the occasion where people might erase said vote in order to try and manipulate the results. I know that sounds like a tinfoil hat theory, but it happens. So, that's why I always bring a pen, because trying to erase that. So yeah, it was really, really, really fun for to see Jay like a bit uneased. He can be very, very, he can be very stiff. He can be very, very intimidating, but he was intimidated in this episode, wasn't he? So it was kind of fun to see in a sense. But I did love Cam and Mitch on the loudspeaker. Yeah. Oh man. It's so sad though that the power really got to their heads with that to the point where they kind of sabotaged themselves whilst they were talking shit about, you know, the neighborhood, and they had Sandy in a bit of a I mean, it seemed like her and the husband got married and all well it ends well, but of course it had Sandy in a bit of a so but I did really, really love the I thought there was going to be a bit more of a like a more power hungry scenario where they would lean towards a very dictatorial place because power can be very, very consuming. Instead, they really put themselves in a bit of an awkward position, didn't they? Because of the fact that they were caught, they were exposed, talking shit about people, and then people were like, "Really?" So, but yeah, like I said, when they were like, when they suddenly had that burst of power, and I thought there was going to be a bit more of a dictatorial semblance that the pair of them would share, because power can be intoxicating. So. But yeah, I mean, at least they had a bit of a reality check not to talk shit on people, not to gossip. So I wasn't expecting it to lean towards gossiping, but yeah, it was. I also really loved the puns as well, especially Mitch's clairvoyant one. It was like some of them were just like some of them you just wanted a face palm, but you loved them because they were so cheesy. But there was just some that were just outstandingly clever. What in terms of so but yeah, I am. It seems like this is going to be because this has been an ongoing story arc, hasn't it? In terms of Claire trying to run for council, and yeah. It seems like it's come to a close. Probably not in the way that some people might have wanted. I'm not sure, but it was very, very good stuff. So why don't we get on to that next episode? It is episode number 20 of this season.
Walt, our elderly next-door neighbor, died. He and Luke were pretty close, so we have to tell him. I'm a little nervous about it.
Walt's dead! No!
Like how?
Well, first we'd
say... Oh, we saw him in the last episode!
Walt has a cold. You shouldn't go...
I'm afraid... He passed away.
Why is she smiling about that? Jesus Christ!
It happened yesterday. He finished writing an angry letter to the Postmaster General, and he just fell asleep.
Okay.
It was very peaceful.
Quite a shock to hear that Walt's dead.
Why is she smiling when she's... What the fuck?
So, do you want to talk about it, or...?
I'm okay. Can I get back to my video game? It's paused.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
That grin. Walt's dad. He looked like the Joker.
I didn't smile.
You did. It's like a weird coping mechanism. You did the same thing when you told him his hamster died.
What the fuck?
I don't know what you thought you saw.
She even pulled a little smirk there. What the fuck?
And
I've already said he would do it, but if that's going to be a problem, I think I should just call everybody.
Sorry. It's fine.
And thank you, Uncle Manny.
Can you help a little bit?
It's a good job. That's it, though. She could just say uncle. Which one? Right? Could be Mitch. Could be Manny. So, and Manny is going to be a bit more resourceful for Haley. So, because he's a kid. So it's like, easy.
My dad likes him just fine. Come on.
Hello.
Hey, Dad, it's me.
Mitch.
Oh my god!
I gotta cancel tonight.
You bastard!
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Okay, Dad, why don't you settle in? We don't have any plans until dinner tonight with Jane Gloria.
I don't like that guy.
Oh god!
You like everybody.
Not Jay. Guy rubs me the wrong way.
Oh
Every time I
no!
try to do something nice, he makes this cranky face.
What will keep me going in my old age? Remembering all the good times with the kids.
It's that
Teaching Luke to
morality
ride his
is a bit
bike.
that hits.
Haley at the father-daughter dance. Taking Alex for her first pony ride.
Oh god. What's he trying to do?
They had a special bond. I wouldn't be surprised if one day he wrote a book like Tuesdays with Maury.
I never read it. Did that guy steal Maury's TV?
Ah! What the heck? I mean, this is really crude, Luke.
Share some memories.
It's kind of poetic. Kind of Navajo.
Now you're getting it. We'll be sending him off with a level of dignity that if we're lucky, someday we'll experience too. It's called...
Oh no. Bloody seagulls.
Huh.
Bloody seagulls.
Back.
You are so mean. When Walt used to look through those binoculars and say, your dad's one lucky man, he was wrong. Hi, Haley.
Wow.
Hi, Steph.
Jesus.
This is Nanny. Not on my watch.
Ah! So, what was that about Maddie being the key in all of this?
I wish my
Like,
wife could cook
to
a
success?
roast like this. You got a good one.
Say this to Mitch. He treats my son like the wife in the relationship. Always has.
Oh.
Before we get to dessert, I've got some presents here.
Oh, you didn't.
So he's just protective about
Love
Mitch.
it.
Oh, Merle, thank you so much. Look at this. Oh, so elegant, huh?
Oh,
this is
oh,
so
yeah,
sweet.
yeah,
I
you
think
see
I might.
Call us when it happens, Francine.
Oh, could be before you get home. I'm a week past my due date as it is. What can I do for you?
The time we delivered a baby.
No.
We were the only ones there. She was so close, the sound of a pin dropping could induce labor.
No, Phil.
Okay.
Now, see, Mitchell has a booming laugh. It's Cameron, actually, has the high laugh. You know,
Oh my god. Oh my god. They're really...
no, it's...
Jesus Christ.
Actually, pretty tough himself. So.
Oh, yeah. City tough. You know, not farm tough.
You mean cities where there are
Which
gangs
one's
as
tougher than
opposed
the
to
other?
farms where there are ducks.
Oh
It's
boy.
really
Oh!
jammed in there.
I have some sad news about
Don't
Walt.
you dare smile. Oh my... Why is she smiling?
He died last night. Are you joking? No. He had a heart attack. A man died. You're smiling.
A man is dead.
Yeah, Mom, it's kind of creepy. The TV was on and I knew he was up. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna miss that.
Yeah. That's...
Is that any better?
Yeah, it still feels just the lunar surface, since there's no atmosphere.
They'll be there forever.
He wants to create that bond.
So every time she looks in the sky, she knows there's a message just for her.
Exactly. That's why dads everywhere hate Eugene Cernan.
Oh no.
Okay,
The milestone cannot be reached.
Trying to make tonight. Oh.
Oh.
In the more ladylike role.
Are you saying Cam is the wife in this
Oh
deal?
That
no.
way. It's not like it was in our day. Husband went out and work. Wife stayed home with the kids.
That sounds like a clever way of saying yes.
They're both equal.
They are.
Neither one is the wife comfortable with this thing. Some new part comes up, I gotta wrap my head around.
I guess we got no choice.
Yep. We got two sons, and they're gay for each other.
Exactly. And they're equal in their own way.
Don't worry,
Ooh.
Cass. I want to do one thing before we go.
Oh god.
Hey, you on your way home?
Just about. How's everything there?
Oh, did they take the TV back?
Actually, it's pretty great.
Like maybe we should get some food on the way home.
Don't.
Maybe
Find the word food. Moonbeam. Oh. Alex done. Oh. He's not gonna get to the moon, but he will get to the Moonbeam Diner.
Those things are fine. Go. Have a fun and go crazy.
What is gonna ruin my party?
Good!
With one bullet.
Two birds with one bullet. I mean, that isn't the saying, but with Gloria, it makes sense. Gloria with a gun. Eesh. Oh, man. I mean, that's it, though. He's gonna get big mixed signals, isn't he? So, yeah. Because it kind of bums Gloria out that Manny gets a bit serious. I mean, we know that we have made the mention in the past about how Manny can be very, very mature, which, you know, isn't a bad thing. I would say that there are some people who need to aspire to be like Manny. Just based on the fact that some people can be very irresponsible. But, yeah. It is just really, really fun. Like, Haley had this whole ambition on, yeah, Manny is going to be a bit chill about this, so, yeah, I can have my party. But now that, like, Gloria is demanding Manny to have fun, basically, it's like, hey, yeah. I do feel so bad, though, that for Luke, obviously, with the fact that, well, Walt's I mean, it's so interesting, though, because we just saw him last episode. We just saw him, like, 20-odd minutes ago, and it's like, well, more than that, half an hour ago, because, of course, you have to account for my thoughts section. But, yeah. But I really, really loved how, especially in the Dunphy household as well, there was that, like, there was life being considered. I mean, even Stretch, and this is a total stretch, but Haley having the time of her life and all of that, making good memories, having fun, yeah. So, you're only young once. But yeah, not on the stretching side of things. I really, really did love, ultimately Phil and Alex's day out. So yeah, with him being reminded about Walt and, you know, the dynamic he might have had with his kid, like, he wants to create a really, really great vibe. And it is interesting because we have seen, well, to be fair, we have seen with all of his children, Phil tried to make a really, really great. I mean, him and Luke just get on like a house on fire, and it's, you know, like, kind of like two peas in a pod at times. But you go back to the Go Bullfrogs episode, I think it was, and how, you know, there was that really, really nice tender moment between him and Haley, really, as well. So yeah, and of course, over the course of the season, there has been that kind of reminiscence from Phil about the prospect that she's not, you know, that little kid anymore. She is growing up. So, and there has come acceptance, but now it's going to be Alex's turn, and he wants to create a really, really good, you know, bond with Alex, and yeah, and it was just really, because I don't think we've gotten too much of that. Like I said, with Haley, like, even when Alex kind of exposed Haley, you kind of saw a protective element of from Phil to Haley. So I feel like having Phil wanting to create this special and memorable day with Alex, it works well in terms of, well, establishing things further with Alex and Phil, because I don't think we've gotten too much of that compared to Haley and Phil and Luke and Phil. So yeah, and it was really, really nice. I loved the little thing at the end, like where he put AD on the moon. Like, he's not going to get to the moon, so, but this is the next best thing. So yeah, until they do take down that sign, you can't take down the moon. But no. I am being very, very pedantic about the whole situation, aren't I? About, well, until I take down the sign. Replace it to a Starbucks or something like that, McDonald's. Yeah. But, no, in all seriousness, though, it was really, really great. I mean, I was, of course, low-key disturbed about Claire's morbid way of coping. Like he's dead, and it's like, Jesus. So, yeah, a note to the future that Claire probably shouldn't break the bad news about someone passing over. Yeah, because, yeah. But I did really, really like it, though, because, the main focus on, of course, Walt's passing, because, obviously there's going to be a whole situation of people people grieving in their own ways, really, right? And that's it. Everyone has their ways of dealing. Everyone has a different way of coping. So, yeah. So, yeah. And so, to be fair, I am kind of surprised that it has kind of taken a bit this long to focus on that aspect. I know that this show does tend to focus on a more upbeat vibe, right? But I think it is very, very important to not neglect a very, very important, when they talk about there are 3 guarantees in life and all of that. Well, yeah, it is very important to focus on that. So, and Luke is a very interesting character in terms of he has a very eccentric mindset to him. So at times it can be very, very troubling, and at times he can just outstand us, but he can be very, very eccentric and very fun to watch. But it's a very serious subject that needs to be brought up, and of course, focusing on his reaction is going to be a very pivotal aspect, considering, I guess, the kind of closeness that he had with Walt. So, but yeah, to be fair, though, obviously you would worry about Claire smiling a bit more than Luke having a very nonchalant. I mean, that's it, though. Like, he could be like, okay, right, and then half an hour a day later, whatever, that's when it might hit. So, and again, when it comes to grieving and death, we all handle it in different ways. It's just with Claire, obviously, it can be a bit, but I did really, really love that we did see that moment where Luke was able to process his emotions towards the end, reflecting on the good, and that Claire didn't have any kind of weird vibes towards the end there. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really great stuff in terms of focusing on, of course, a very, very important subject in life. So yeah, and then we had, I guess, our first appearance of Cam's dad, because obviously we've seen his mom, who, yeah, can be very concerning. But we have 2 dads who are clashing. They can't stand one another. So, yeah. And it is just really, really, they have their own reasons. Jay can be a bit very serious. With Cam's dad, however, Merle, yeah, there is going to be resentment because of the way that how Jay believes he treats Mitch and all of that. So it's so interesting, though, because we've had an episode with Mitch and Cam in the center of things, actually, where Mitch perceived Cam as the more feminine of between the pair. So when they were making mentions about, oh, you view Mitch as the more as the woman of the relationship, I just couldn't help but go back to that episode where it's kind of ironic in a sense because of how Mitch perceived Cam. So yeah, but I did really love the conclusion that kind of like how with Cam and Mitch kind of try to compete over which dad is like the more stronger and all of that. There is that idea that they're both equal, and it's the same with Mitch and Cam. So, and there was that talk, there was that discussion, common ground for both Merle and Jay. So, they have something in common, and that's that they have two gay sons who do love each other, and they are both equal. So, yeah. But it was very interesting going into that mindset as well, how they do struggle and cope by having the more this mindset where they just view someone as the woman in the relationship, I guess. So yeah, because that's it though. I mean, for both parties, I guess. With Jay, we know, but we this is the first time we've seen Cam's dad. It's still a journey of acceptance, really, at the end of the day, which is, still very important. So, yeah, but it was really interesting stuff, these two episodes. Like I said, the focus on death, especially being very prominent. And again, like I said, I am surprised that it has taken a bit this long, but it is great that we got there, and it was done in a very well done fashion, I would say. So yeah, but yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!